Oh, we're live already. So,
McBones!
what's your language?
Hey, when am I ever rude?
I
Don't like my lighting today.
Mike's working. It's quite bright though. Mine's a bit
Yeah,
dark.
I think it's my white spreadsheet up on the right. There you are.
Yeah, that'll do.
Hello, everybody.
Hello. We're on Instagram as well. Oh, good evening,
Howard.
gentlemen.
I haven't seen Howard in a while. I think when I've been here, you've not been here.
Welcome, Howard. Well, we got a straight away jumped in with a big question. What's the future of the industry? Dunno, what industry?
What industry do you think, Andy? What industry do we work in?
I'm joking, right?
You got me.
Got him.
What is the future of cybersecurity? Is that the question?
Yeah, I think so. What's the future of the job industry? Yeah, maybe
jobs. Well, today I spent a lot of time. Every now and then, I decide that I'm going to read an entire PhD level research paper from some random university. And sometimes I understand what's going on, and sometimes I just read it and hope that by the end of it, I might understand what's going on. And this one, I was somewhere in between. It was ACE, the Agentic Context Engineering, as basically a framework to allow agents to get LLMs to kind of do that self-learning thing, right? You get as close to the general AI bit. And that really got me thinking, because obviously cybersecurity, the future of AI and cybersecurity is agents, right? Narrow agents that have predefined roles that do little things, or a little army of agents that you kind of conduct as an incident manager. I think that's the future. I do. I think that it's, you know how we have playbooks now? We're going to have agent playbooks, and we just kind of grab the different agents off the shelf, but they're going to do AI. The problem with AI and cybersecurity that's been quite narrow so far is that it just lacks that extra context. I always think, AJ, what do you and I need as an analyst in order to make a decision? And where we first worked is a great example of 4,000 customers, not enough time to learn all of them very well. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Can barely tell of what they sell sometimes, or what their business is. Do you remember that website that it was an obituary website that we have to analyze for SQL injections?
Oh, right, yeah.
I think it was one of my first days in the job. I escalated that as a critical because I was like, they've asked for dump tables, and look, there's loads of people's names and addresses and dates of births and dates of death, which is a bit odd, but that didn't click in my head. And then I think you said, yeah, you saw it go off, and you were like, Josh, come here. And then you kind of URL scanned the website, and you said, what does that look like to you? I was like, oh no, this is it's like a funeral director website.
Funeral director website, yeah. They were all, they were listing it on the website, weren't they? The all the information. Yeah, that was a bit strange when it dates of death. I guess I can see why you escalated it, to be fair.
Yeah, but it's about that context. I didn't have the context that this was a funeral home, and they would typically have that stuff on their website. And so, we did a lot of the work we used to do in the software improvement was getting like custom preferences, getting information about them, trying to add stuff in our platform that did like asset criticality. So like, is it a critical asset? Or is it dev test environment? That's going to impact which alarm I hit, So I think agentic AI is the way to go, but it is going to be an orchestra conducted by human analysts, not even just one. It's not, look at that. Did you make this just now?
No, this was actually a YouTube video that I did. It was very, exactly.
I have actually seen that one.
Exactly what you mentioned. And I'm seeing this right now as well, like working in, still in a kind of, well, it is a SOC environment, I guess, that we're building out very much of these kind of AI analyst workflows. They're not quite taking decisions yet from what we're seeing, but they are, like you say, getting the increasing context about. So actually, what I'm actually seeing is more of this, the human analyst, and we've got our own AI agents that are doing tasks for us that we're providing a lot more context to. So providing the log sources, like access to the SIEM, for example. We're not allowing it to take any decisions, for example, at the moment, but I know that some companies are working towards that. But yeah, I recently built out an email analyzer internally, and there's another one. What was the other one that I built? I was kind of I know I didn't build this one. Somebody else built this one. It was like a user profiler, and it'll search across all the logs that we've got, try and create a report and give a score of why the user may be doing something suspicious. I guess it's kind of what user behavior analytics was supposed to be, but it's kind of like bringing a report back on their specific actions across the log sources. But yeah, I definitely agree.
It's helping you though, AJ, make a better decision, right? It's not making a decision for you. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I think that's the thing with like, there are some jobs, junior jobs, which are going to get automated out. The customer, it's even already happened. But a lot of first tier 1 customer support is now an AI bot, and then you go to push talk to a human, right? But security is not the same as that, right? It's the cat and mouse, and they get to go first. So anything we develop, then they shift tactics, they change in order to get around it. So you can't, like, maybe we'll get to a time where AIs just fight AIs, but that's I don't see that anytime. I don't even see that in my lifetime, to be honest.
I don't think it's obviously going to get much better as well, but I don't see that either. So, and that's why I've noticed now that maybe cybersecurity is going to get harder to get into, but I actually think it's actually easier to do. So, like me, for example, when I was analyzing there was an image file that had been attached to some zip files, and there was loads of images in there. And I've never analyzed images before to see if they've got malicious content in it or malicious executables in it. But I was using the AI to just prompt to try and help me figure out how to do it in my VM. So like it's made it easier for me to actually do my analysis, for example, or actually do analysis that I probably wouldn't have been able to do before. So I think it's going to be harder to get into, but I actually think it's starting to make it easier for more people to be maybe more technical than what they would have been before. But yeah, I hope that answers your question on Instagram.
Do you want to see something funny, boys?
Oh yeah, always.
it's relevant to this discussion, but I think my father was down this weekend. He was asking me something about AI, and I was like, "Oh, I submitted something for that. Let's see if it got picked up." There you are. Can you see that? I mean, I know barely. I was like, "What is this?" Turns out, if I click on it, I actually get into the magazine. Yeah, here you are, though.
Oh, there we go.
Wow, Josh Davis.
I don't mean to belittle this publication, but who reads a digital magazine like this? Who's pulling out their iPad to? It's kind of cool. You can turn the pages, but
ooh,
look at that animation.
Yeah, I don't think we're the target audience for here. This is for CISOs and stuff like that. But I got to do a little bit of a thought essay about. They kind of said, "Hey, we want X." I think it's 1,000 words. I kind of felt like I was back in school again. Topic of your choice, and so I went for the burden of accuracy in cybersecurity AI. And we talk about this a lot, but I think this it's relevant again. It's always relevant, and just that attackers of AI. In that first line, without the burden of accuracy, attackers are free to fail forward. So they're just always going to be better at using AI than us, which means our AIs are going to help us. They have to be using it to help defenders. But let's turn the page. Oh, you get a sound effect as well.
Ooh, I thought that was you. I thought you were doing that yourself. Then.
Yeah. So defenders. The first thing, we have to. I can't find the part, but we have to be right 99 times out of 100. So we can't afford to be wrong. So a human in the loop is always required. No matter how many level of automation is, there's always going to be part of you reviewing it, feeding back into it, improving the model, and then still checking it. Because we've seen big companies try and say we got an AI engine that solves everything for you, dark trace, and it's not true. We're getting closer, but as we get closer, the attackers get faster. So yeah, I'll stop sharing my magazine now.
No, I definitely think that's answered the question for him. To be fair, this is the question here. Exton 1332. What do you think about the hack that happened this morning? I think you're gonna have to be. I don't know. Is there any hack? I don't know if he's on about the AWS outage. I don't think it would.
Oh yeah.
I haven't
seen anything about that being a hack. I thought it was just an outage, and normally an outage is quite boring, really.
Give us some conspiracy theory, Exton, if there is some. Yeah. But I'll be more specific about what the hack is.
Do you remember the Facebook outage, and then they blamed it on a junior dev who wrote a dodgy DNS?
They always blame the intern, don't they? They always get it. It was the intern that did it.
It doesn't need to write in clauses like CISOs. Like, you can blame it on me, but pay me out 2 million.
Yeah, but don't sack me. Like,
Yeah, I'll search if there's any. I haven't seen anyone talking about it being a hack, and I know
no,
it's
I
fun
don't
to
see
speculate, but it's probably just somebody poured coffee on a switch or something.
it does go to show how much of the internet is using AWS, though, which is pretty crazy. I guess we knew that already, but
one of the questions is if it affected much. Well, I can talk. Yeah, I am here talking in my personal capacity, but the company I work for does host some stuff in AWS, which is common knowledge, and there may have been some in that region, and so yeah, it did have an impact. Which we had to use our redundancy things for.
Yeah, it was. Oh, can we have more details on OWASP? This is somebody on Instagram. I can send it over to you.
Josh. What bucket this is.
Let me put it on the screen. Which OWASP? OWASP top 10 for web app? OWASP top 10 for
for
LLMs?
every occasion.
What OWASP do you want?
We'll do this standard one.
Do
Okay.
they know there's more than one OWASP?
Well, we do now. Is this it? Yeah, this is it. So first of all, there's more. There's even more than what I said.
Fucking hell.
I didn't actually know there was that many.
I didn't know there was that many. I knew there were a few. Let's zoom in a bit more in case people are on small screen.
People on phones, I think.
So OWASP top 10. This is where it all began. Now, the biggest mistake people make about OWASP is calling them threats or attacks. They are not. They are risks. I know that's the biggest mistake people make because I used to call them threats or attacks. Did you guys?
Yes.
Did you know that until just now, or did you find out
in a while? Yeah, I think it was more so when they changed it to the 2021 version. There was a lot of like broken access control in there. Because looking back to 2017, a lot of it is attacks, to be fair. So maybe it's lingo that changed with the 2021 version. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, for some of these risks to be realized, they have to be attacked, right? So I think they are. Yes, they're there. It's kind of pedantic, but the purists will laugh you out of the room if you don't say risks. So just because it happened to me, learn from mistakes. But yeah, in principle, so those who don't know anything about them, like this is like the top 10 web application security risks. So websites, risks to websites that you host. Every few years or so, they rank them based on what's the biggest biggest risk. And you can see from 2017 to 2021 how they've kind of shifted here. So it's interesting to, a lot of security is about prioritization of risks. Because the CVS scores, CVSS scores, right? The 10 out of 10. So what? That's not actually that helpful. Like, this stuff is more important. What's actually being compromised and being targeted. Like, you need to know that. So OWASP is good at giving you that kind of understanding. This is then the top 10 that they currently got. So broken access control, basically allowing somebody to just log in because you got dodgy controls around your users. And 94% of apps tested had some form of broken access control. So that's why it's number one.
Security miss all fig.
Now, the CWEs, common weakness enumerations, that's more on the other side, right? In fact, let's define CW. Can someone Google a better definition for me? Because I don't really know how to say it beyond those
CWE.
words. Huh?
CVE or CWE?
CWE. I'm going to put that one back over to you while I go through this a bit more. But yeah, then injection. So again, 94%. It kind of makes you wonder why is that one down in third. This then represents, you click on it and it represents a broad swathe of attacks. It gives you maps here to like kind of how important it is, average weighted exploit. This will all add to why it's at the top. And there's 32,000 CVEs, common vulnerability exploits. Is it exploits or enumerations?
It says common vulnerabilities and exposures.
Exposures, yeah. You say
I didn't know there was CWE, to be honest. It says CWE, there's a community developed list of software and hardware weaknesses that can lead to security vulnerabilities.
Yeah.
But
so
the CVE, so CVE documents specific real world instances of vulnerabilities that have been discovered and publicly disclosed in particular products. What's the difference? I don't get it.
Let's do this SQL example because we did that earlier, right? So there are a CWE is SQL injection, which is some way to inject a command to the backend database that then gives you that data back. Well, there are many different SQL or SQL languages, right? MySQL, MS SQL, etc., that all have different CVEs.
All right, okay. So CWE is like the technique, and then CVE is the software.
Procedure.
Is the procedure?
I would say procedure. Yeah, Vaughan, weigh in on us.
Yeah, I'd say so. CV is going to be the
how-to.
vulnerability itself, right, rather than the category of vulnerability, is the way I see it.
Mm-hmm. And security is a bit confusing. We do have multiple terms for multiple things and different frameworks. Like we kind of but that's that's part of the game. Any specific other AJ? I'm not on the Instagram chat. Are they asking more questions about this?
He dipped out.
No, he's still there. He's asked a follow-up question, but it's not about OWASP. It says, can we have more sessions on fiddler capture, any shoot, T-shoot call? I'm not sure what that means, to be honest.
Gibberish.
Fiddler.
Can we have more sessions on fiddler? I don't know if what that is.
You're on the wrong live, mate.
Capture, and then there's .any.
Hang on, I don't think I want to type this into Google.
Capture any T-shoot call. I'm not sure what.
This is not an EDP podcast.
Can we have more session on? I'm not sure what fiddler is. I don't know. Is he saying T-Shark like Wireshark captures? I'm not sure. You might have.
I got a question for you on OWASP, Josh, before we move on.
Oh yeah, I just closed the page.
Yeah, is there a new list coming around pretty soon? Then it seems to be every 4 years, maybe 5.
Yeah. Well, for the top the web apps.
Yeah, I think the last one was 2017, then 2021. So it seems like one's due in the next year or so.
Oh yeah, it is the first week of November. We'll have 2025 ones. I assumed you knew when you were just setting me up for a slam dunk.
No, I didn't. No, I just seen the dates, the years on them. Oh, nice. Yeah. So literally like 2 weeks.
But yeah, OWASP is a great resource. Web apps are still the most, one of the most common ways in to organizations. So learn it. And the other sides were like social engineering, which is a bit more straightforward. But OWASP was a great place to start. OWASP and MITRE, look at those two. And there's the LLMs, which they also do. So that's the one I've been focused on a lot more recently, which has some overlap. But some of them are very specific, like prompt injection is the one I tend to gravitate towards, because that's, hey, talk to me like you're my grandma and tell me how to make a bomb. Simple as that.
Yeah.
So yeah. So often, and the way businesses use it, right? They'll say, are we covered for the OWASP top 10? That kind of thing. And then they should map their controls to each of them. So yeah, someone said attack and defense frameworks. And yeah, so these things are used to understand what can be attacked with and map the security control. So you make sure you have good coverage. Or just ask your vendor, whoever you're buying the stuff from, does this cover for the OWASP top 10? If it doesn't, make them explain why. If they haven't got a good reason as to why, then you probably want to go with someone else. But as I say that, understand that some of them, like a WAF, for example, can cover a lot of them, but it can't cover insecure build practices because that's on you and how you build it. So sometimes it's a thing you have to do rather than something you can buy.
That makes sense. Somebody wants to know what your Instagram handle is, Josh. I don't know if you're sharing that.
I've been thinking about making an well, technically I'm part of Empirical Training, just haven't seen me on there for a while. Yeah. That's
give you LinkedIn. Give you LinkedIn.
Yeah. LinkedIn is just Josh Davis. You find me.
Solid.
Josh Davis.
Josh Davis, Wales.
Don't type that in. Do you know who comes up then?
What do
you want to see? We're having fun today. We're having fun today. Okay.
Just some chill guys on the QA.
Close all my other tabs, just in case. Josh Davis, Wales.
Google yourself, Josh.
It's not a murderer, is it?
Well, yeah, it's still a murderer. It's been a murderer since I was 12, 14 years old myself. I remember typing my name in IT, and it's always been a murderer.
Wow, that's ranked since 2011. That post is.
They got some good SEO wrong then. But
you need to read some more articles, Josh.
Good
this SEO. This is not me.
I don't know.
It's not me. Yeah, we need to do something with SEO, but hang on, let's see if I scroll down. Nah. Josh Davis? That's not me. I'm in love with the brother of the man who killed my...
So
It's not the best name,
it's
right?
going to be quite difficult to find him, is what he's saying. And
Yeah.
so yeah, he's not giving that away. Maybe if you find him on LinkedIn, that's a challenge. You got to find him on LinkedIn, and then he might give you his Instagram.
There I am.
Oh, he's giving it away.
Well, they took me down from here, did they? I was going to show you this one because it's agnostic. I don't want to show my employer.
Yeah, you don't have to show it.
Oh, they took me off this website. I used to be on this website. I promise you. Oh, there you are. I'm just listed as a speaker now. But anyway, stop googling yourself, Josh, you vain boy.
Question about the AWS. Do we know what's going on with AWS? Why has it been taken down?
No, we don't. Unfortunately,
Don't actually know exactly.
Should we speculate?
Bezos doesn't like AWS anymore.
We see in service resumed now. Is it back up again, or are we still seeing outages?
Most of it is, but I'm not 100% sure.
Oh, whoever asked? Sorry, last on the Instagram, because we have talked about this before. Shall I make a private Instagram and host it on the Empirical page? It would be weirder than Empirical stuff if it's just me.
Yeah.
I do have a handle in mind. I've been wanting to use for a while. Maybe I will.
I may as well.
Yeah, I don't know. All I know is it went down, to be honest. I don't think we will know for a few more days. Exact cause isn't clear. Operational issue, they said.
Oh, Ashraf said Bezos didn't meet his internet utility bill this month.
Without credits.
That could be the reason, though. That genuinely could be. Like, sometimes it's those really dumb things, isn't it? Like maybe maybe somebody changed their DNS server to something random and nobody could just reach it, even though everything was working. Or that's the Facebook example. Wait, you got any other ones? Any other basic ones? Somebody closed all the ports by accident.
But CrowdStrike was just an update and that crashed everything, didn't it? Might not be anything major.
The logic bomb.
Yeah.
That stocks up, though. That shows you can, in security, you can brick everyone's devices, but because we understand that you're trying to stop attackers in and you need to update stuff really regularly for content updates, we'll forgive you, which I think is a good indication of the state of the
I think more than forgive as well. I think it's like doubled since that happened.
Is it?
Yeah.
They owned it well. They collected the biggest fail award at, is it Black Hat? No one's collected it before. Normally the people don't turn up, but fair play from them. I think the CEO or someone just strolled on like.
Fair play.
Right, he's laughing now, isn't he? He's probably got loads of stock.
Yeah, it's the thing with cyber.
This is
I bought a little bit when it crashed.
Oh, did you?
Oh, yeah.
Got it?
Yeah, I've sold it now, but yeah, just a quick little cash smash and grab, you know.
You a day trader, are you?
No, at the time I had a 2-on-2 account open. I was like, I was obviously similar to the points you said, Josh. It's obviously going to go back up, so bought a little bit, and lo and behold, a couple months later, sold it.
Not to get too much on stocks and stuff, but I swear that's like that they deliberate. I mean, Trump's a good example. They do something crazy, everything goes down. Tell all the rich people buy it, and it just goes up, and they make more money.
Oh yeah, there's definitely market manipulation in there. So they say. I don't know, not financial advice.
Not financial advice.
That's your last Instagram account, isn't it, AJ?
Yeah, that's long and gone now. No more financial advice.
I heard it's used to scam people out of their crypto coin now.
I think scammers actually made more money with my face than I did on it.
Did they scam one of our friends?
They might have done actually. They might have done. I don't know if they scammed them, but people thought it was me. But they did scam this other guy.
Yeah,
they did.
£500 of ETH or something, wasn't it?
I wish. Yeah, I should have just scammed people.
Too many morals on AJ.
With cybersecurity, it's gone.
Wish they got too many morals.
Too many more. Yeah, I need to get rid of them. Iron, can data be wiped? Question mark. That's the question.
Stick a drill through your hard drive.
Yeah. Wait, there are wiper. You can download wiper software as well. I'm not going to recommend any, but they exist, and it will. I guess the question is, if you just delete something, it doesn't actually delete it, right? It designates that
Yeah.
this part of the memory can be overwritten with something else. So what you need to do is get a wiper that will then write over every single byte with my favorite story is that guy who did it with a program that wrote fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. And then he was he stole some IP from intellectual property from his employer and then scrubbed his laptop using that. And he got done in court because they were like, yeah, it doesn't hold up that you didn't have it on here if you did the effort to do a war on a wiper that says fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
I guess a better question for this guy who asked the question is, what have we been searching that you need to wipe? That's what I want to know.
What do you want to?
What are you wiping? Oh, only knowing what you need to wipe can we provide the best recommendation.
No, that's social engineering at its finest, isn't it? But yeah, data can be wiped, but maybe it won't always be wiped unless you wipe it correctly.
Yeah, email it to AJ at Empirical Boy, and he'll have it for you.
Boy.
Yeah, and I'll review it for you. The Achrav said Bezos did the best security guard possible and pulled the plug out. Yeah, maybe he did it himself, to be fair. Maybe he's dropping his stock as well so he can buy it back.
Yeah. Has Amazon actually gone down off the back of that? They're such a fucking
I probably did a bit, but I doubt.
Yeah, they're so massive. They probably wouldn't touch them at all.
Probably did a bit. Yeah.
Didn't Musk tank his stock so he could buy loads of it and then it went back up?
Yeah. You search
stock price.
Anyway, not meant to be a political podcast. My bad.
One day, it did go down a bit.
Yeah, like $2.
Yeah, not much.
Went down $2, now it's back up higher already.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So no, didn't we do anything?
Not shorting now and then. No. Oh, we haven't got any more questions on in the Instagram at the moment. And anybody else got anything interesting that's been going on?
Are you talking to me or are you talking to the audience?
Oh, anyone really? Anyone who's listening?
Well, I don't want to keep us too long, but have you guys had a look at the F5 stuff?
I have not.
Not really, no. I haven't been.
I need to dive a bit deeper. But F5 is they're a big technology company. Oh, I don't mean to share. Does this just jump on automatically? Does it?
Oh no, I put it on.
Oh. You're gonna see me reading off the thing, my notes. Well, yeah, put it up. Sorry. So this is what they disclosed this last week. Basically, they're saying they have been compromised, and the data was exfiltrated. I believe they think it was source code of the big IP, which is. So here you are. Oh no, yeah, these are the ones they released updates for. So these must be the things impacted. So yeah, as part of stealing the source code, they were able to work out a few new vulnerabilities. It's kind of like you can like fuzz it or like just take it offline and throw stuff at it and learn how it works, how it behaves, see the inner workings, and then create some exploits probably. And that's what happens. So there's a few companies that I think have been compromised at the back of this. But yeah, so. They do say that they don't think they accessed the code that was then pushed out. So we're not talking supply chain backdoors, because that's where my mind always goes when I see a company compromised. See software supply chain here. I don't know if I've got the list backwards, but yeah, no sensitive information taken from the CRM. And yeah, they stole files though. Engineering knowledge and management platforms in the dev environment contain some of our big IP source code information with undisclosed vulnerabilities we are working on. So that's it. Sorry, they didn't even take the source code to find them out. Big IP knew about these, as any good company does, and trying to write a patch and put it out there before anyone exploits it. And they snooped that and took it. So yeah, it's an interesting one.
I've got a question in the chat, Josh. Could you explain what you mean by supply chain and vendors?
Yeah. So a vendor is any like security hardware. Well, not doesn't be security. Sorry, any hardware or software vendor. Vendor. Is that a company that sells something?
Yeah, a company that sells something, pretty much.
Yeah. Like the sword vendor or the shoe vendor. It's a common term people use actually for. I don't know if it's where it's come from. Would you guys use that term, or is it me?
Probably because you're in marketing more, I'd say, Josh.
Yeah. So the supply chain then means, so supply chain is basically where you compromise one thing. Let's take this off. To use a legitimate delivery mechanism to compromise many things. So the best real world example is poison in the well. You put some poison in the well, everyone comes and drinks at the well. They always drink at the well. They use the bucket to pull it up. They don't think anything different. They drink the water, bam, they're dead. It's like that, but in this case, a software supply chain is right now. I've been sharing my screen for Google Chrome. Right, they put out updates, and I, as a good security professional or good diligent citizen, update as soon as I can, because that fixes security things and stops bad problems. Right, it's a good thing to update. What if Google were compromised and this code that pushed in the update was compromised and was the backdoor, was the exploit itself, so to speak. Exploit's not the right word, but was the way in. That's a supply chain compromise. The best example is SolarWinds, I think 2018. So Google that one. They're going to ask me about
it. Explain it, Josh.
It's basically exactly what this technology, the F5 pretty much. It was a networking technology on the edge used for remote management, SolarWinds Orion. And yeah, just put a backdoor in loads of that. And then they just went in all the back doors and messed around in people's networks. It's as simple as that, really. Really hard to defend against because AJ and Vaughan, when they're in their SOC, they ain't got time to read through the update notes of every single software update that goes out.
Yeah,
and
you trust
and
them
they, most of the time, tell people to patch, right?
That's true, yeah.
It's like a Trojan horse almost in a way, isn't it? Like you're expecting a legitimate update, but inside there's all this fucking malicious code that can do whatever.
Yeah, there's a good mitigation for that is just waiting 7 days apparently to
just don't update.
Yeah, just update straight away. Wait 7 days and then decide to update, which I thought was quite interesting.
There used to be a website, wasn't it? It was called Frank something that basically would tell you when it was safe to do the Windows update because it wasn't going to break everything.
Really?
Yeah. I can't remember the exact website.
Just Howard in the chat. I guess you would class Microsoft as a vendor. You could also class it as a supply chain as well because they provide a multitude of different services as well.
Yeah, they're vendors get compromised. And then if that compromise is passed on from the vendor to the user, that's a supply chain compromise. So like and download the app on the store being malicious, even though looking legitimate? No. That is, what did you call that?
That's just downloading something malicious.
Yeah.
Some sort of typo squatting, maybe, I guess. Brand impersonation.
Yeah, it's fraud. I don't know.
Fraud, yeah. Downloading an app that looks legitimate. I guess what's your criteria for legitimate, right?
So it's more an app that is legit, that is run by people for good reasons. So let's take I was going to show my phone, but it's a risky thing, isn't it? It's a legitimate program that then gets compromised and then uses a legitimate update to deliver it to you. So it's not if it's always a bad app, that doesn't count. It has to be something that's good that then is used to attack you because it got compromised.
It's like
on the vendor side.
Like, for example, I go on Discord's website and download the Discord installer. If Discord got compromised and they overwrote their executable to install Discord with something malicious, me then downloading and running it is a supply chain compromise.
Yeah. But it's not Vaughan clicking on a dodgy link in a Discord server or Vaughan downloading a plugin or something.
Yeah, I downloaded the legitimate Discord installer from the Discord website. That's why it's a supply chain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think there's been some other good examples in the last few years, but and then you've got the hardware supply chain compromise, which if you remember the Hezbollah pager explosions, that's an example of that, where they managed to compromise the factory where they were made and put little explosive devices in the batteries, and then they triggered them. That's hardware. What we were talking about is software supply chain. It's one of my favorite things to talk about. I think AI is going to be the biggest supply chain compromise ever in the future. LLMs, I mean, when I say that.
Oh, that's for sure. That's going to be the next thing, isn't it?
What do you mean, Josh? Like people taking over LLMs, is it?
Yeah, because it's with poisoning the data. I think because it's almost I'm going to question myself if it counts now, because because LLMs, if they're allowed to like just learn off the internet, I know some have like timers. There's like 10 days before the thing and supposed to scrub the data. But if you put up 20 websites on legitimate, reputable, 20 posts on legitimate, reputable websites, like there's lots of code websites that are using, you put your own backdoor there, but you manage to put so much of it out there that the AI LLM thinks that's how you code. It suggests it, and you copy and paste it into your thing. There's a backdoor there. That's one example, I think. But as more as AIs get automated into processes, that's an avenue, and that increases your attack surface, especially if you're not running an internal version of that. If you're running the external one, I'm going to stop here because actually we're getting a bit too, I think, hypothetical.
Yeah, it seems like all the questions we've got from what I can see. But yeah, I'm happy to call it off here if we're to wrap it up.
With what were we saying, lads? Robbie's away this weekend as well, isn't he? So we want to do a little gaming QA or something next week. What's the news?
Oh yeah,
we should do that.
Should we do that one? What was it called? The I forgot what it's called. I proposed it the other week. Do you remember?
The
Jackbox TV.
Oh yeah, Jackbox, is it?
Yeah, we'll do some of that. We'll do a cybersecurity themed one of those.
Yeah. Oh, we could get people. Try and get people in the chat playing as well. That'd be good.
Yeah. Hey, if you want to be on live with us, you want to be on the screen, you want to play a game with us next week, one lucky person might
maybe.
Well, but
you got PC as well, Josh. I've known, like, we could even just like stream something and we'll play together or whatever.
Yeah. What have you been playing recently?
I've been playing the new Battlefield.
Oh, is it good? Expensive.
Yeah, we can play something else.
I mean, who is Activision make Battlefield?
I think it is.
Okay.
Activision's called, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I've got a mate on the inside who gets me discounted codes. See.
Can you get some Battlefield ones or what?
Well, I'll ask him. He actually works for Candy Crush.
Oh, really? We all play Candy Crush together.
Yeah. He always gives me weird stuff. Like this is, it's Activision Blizzard King now, isn't it?
Oh,
so he comes back to the office every night, gives me something like this.
That's pretty cool.
This is the big baddie in World of Warcraft. 300 quid apparently.
Yeah, I would say in the chat, FIFA will start at like cybersecurity pro clubs or something. I'll hack us all, boys. It's fine.
Oh yeah. Do you play FIFA? I was tempted this year, but I didn't.
I haven't played in like 5 years, 6 years.
Yeah, I got much time
to shed that skin.
Yeah, Josh, I only ever used to play it when we'd come up to London. I think you'd get excited, you'd buy it, and then I would never play it again. And I don't think you would either.
I used to love it, didn't I, AJ? I used to get it every year. And then I started spending money on packs, and I was like, that's it, no more.
Yeah, that's a slippery slope.
Yeah.
But we can chat offline and figure something out.
Yeah, sound. AJ and I did that jump into hell. That was kind of weird one. So indie games can be quite fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, sorry, boys. Let's say goodbye.
Hey, thanks everyone.
Cheers.
Take care, boys.
Have a good night. See you.